What's up, my fellow Chad Brads, undercover weebs? Back with episode, what is it, 21?
21.
21. God, we got so much content out already. This is just wild.
Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought? And today
Us.
we are going to be talking about the best anime of the last, I guess, 2 years.
Yeah, well,
2019.
in a way, it's almost like what we're watching right
Yeah.
now, or like what we want to watch, what we're gonna be watching
Mhm.
over these next seasons, these next few seasons. What's on our radar, basically. I don't know how to describe it.
I also, we got some stuff that's on the radar. I also got some stuff that came out okay, I got stuff on my list that came out in 2019.
Yeah,
As
I
well?
do as well. But
Okay.
there's a few things that are like those. I don't think I have any that are done.
No, me neither.
Like they're still gonna have seasons releasing.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I have an honorable mentions list. Do you have anything on an honorable mentions list?
I do, in fact.
Okay, well, I'm gonna group up these two on my honorable mentions list because they're not technically anime, although Netflix does, like, label them as such, and that's Castlevania and Blood of Zeus.
Oh, those are good ones. I haven't watched Blood of Zeus yet, but
Neither
it looks
have
good.
I, but I will say I really do dig the premise of just like the commercial that I've seen.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a super cool show, and it's something that I'm definitely gonna watch over this next month when we get into Christmas break here, or winter break. And Castlevania is obviously a masterpiece.
It's great. It's
and
great.
I believe
Check
there's
it
more
out.
seasons coming out, isn't there?
Yeah, I believe so.
They can't.
I think
leave us
they're
on that
confirmed.
cliffhanger.
I'm pretty sure they're confirmed.
Yeah. But yeah, those two are on my radar. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to talk about this one because I think it might be on your top 10.
So I got one that I have not seen, but I plan on watching it over Christmas break. That I believe season 2 comes out in 2021, and that's Beastars.
Okay.
I have not seen Beastars, but I want to watch it.
Actually, yesterday I was thinking about making a list of shows that I do not want to watch.
And that's one of them.
Because I watched season 1 of Beastars.
Was it bad?
I did not like it at all. I could not get behind the premise of the story at all.
Interesting. Is it like a retelling of Zootopia?
I've never seen Zootopia, so I couldn't tell you.
I feel like it's got. Is it like a kind of like
really
Predator
weird.
and Prey based?
Yeah, it's really weird. It makes me uncomfortable to watch.
Damn.
They have the weird sexual elements of animals and predator, prey, carnivores, herbivore. It's super weird, and I don't know how it's so popular because I am so weirded out by it.
I might have to check it out. That makes me not want to check it out, but we'll see. I'm gonna have time
It's
over
so
winter break.
popular, though.
So I'm gonna rattle off 2 more that are on my honorable mentions. I got That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. I think season 2 is coming out in 2021, or came out. I don't know. I thought it was decent. I probably am not gonna watch the rest of it, but I thought it was good for what it was.
Yeah, another.
And then I got a good one here, AK, that I think you are gonna wish is in my top 10. But I got Moriarty the Patriot.
That was the one that I thought was going to be in your top 10 that I hesitated saying. I will be watching Moriarty the Patriot, but I will say I am a little bit scared for its direction.
Yeah. Same.
I just don't know how well it'll be in the long run, or like its longevity per se.
Because the start is fire.
The start is great.
Is pretty good. Yeah.
But then after like the 4th episode of kind of the same thing, I started questioning like, where's this going? Yeah. Is it just going to be individual cases, and then they finally brought in Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, we'll see.
Didn't crack the top 10 for me either.
Yeah. Oh, and then I got Higurashi When They Cry is also in my honorable mentions.
Same.
Because I am so
I don't understand any
confused.
part of that show. I don't understand a single part of that goddamn show.
Dude, and that's the reason I keep watching is because I want to know what the fuck's going on.
Same.
And I just
I stopped watching though. I stopped watching at episode 5 because
so
but that's just
it gets
because
weirder.
I just wanted to be able to watch it back to back to back so I don't just have to wonder what the hell is going on. Because none of it makes sense.
No, and I am caught up and I still have no idea what's going on.
None of it
every
absolutely
episode
none of it makes sense.
it's damn near like episodic.
It is
like every two
but
it goes like 2 episodes and then it flips and then it's like another 2 episodes and then it flips again. I don't get it.
And
I don't get it, man.
It, like, I don't know if it changes like worlds or timelines or something weird is going on here.
Yeah, there's
and
something.
They don't explain any of it.
No, not at all.
None of it.
There's some weird shit going on. So honestly, the show could end up just being shit trash. But I have so many questions and I'm so intrigued that I just keep watching it. So it's on my honorable mentions.
All right. Should we hop into the top 10s?
Go for it. Take it away. I feel like I'm going to leave something out, guys. No cap. But we'll see. We'll see.
At number 10 for me on things I will be watching or things that have come out in the past, how long? Year, 2 year, whatever we decided, because it's not set, I guess, is Tower of God.
Oh, that's not even in my honorable mentions.
And I'm just, like, I don't know what to say about Tower of God. Yeah.
I don't either.
I'm interested. I'm going to keep watching it because I heard it gets super good in, like, chapter, 400.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of content to have to cover.
It's got to start picking up, though.
Well, the last episode was sick.
I feel like
for a whirl.
No, the last episode was sick, and it kind of made me a little more interested in it because I was really that show was dying for me. It was dying.
It was for me too.
But now I'm like
the whole classing system and what their training stuff just didn't make any sense to me why they would do that.
Same, and I was like, where's this story gonna go? And then that last episode kind of put some stuff into place, and I'm like, all right, we got some stuff that's starting to happen here.
And the stuff that is in the middle half of the first season might have some more importance further down the line. But at the moment, I don't see anything. But the first season was good enough to make me keep watching for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Unlike a show that will not show up on my list, God of High School.
That is not on my list either.
I thought animation was great, but it was an atrocious show. It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was the worst show I've seen in a long time, and people praise it, and I don't understand why.
I don't even have if we're on the manhwa webtoon, I don't even have Noblesse on mine either.
No, I don't either. That's another show that I'm afraid for the direction of.
Same. I will say though, based on what's out, I think I like Noblesse the most out of the 3, to be honest with you.
Out of the 3 webtoon ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say so. Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
It's
an
tough.
Easy watch. It's so easy to watch is the thing.
I have a very easy watch that's coming up on my list. That's just based on being an easy watch.
A few of mine are because it's just an easy watch. But
my number 10, which I have dropped, but I'm going to pick it up again and get back into it because I've heard absolutely wonderful things about it, is The Great Pretender.
That one is high up on my list. I just finished it. I guess I'll just say it's my number 3.
I gotta watch it.
Out of things that I've watched in this year, I will say it's the best one. It's the best anime I've seen this year, I think, or the best new anime I've watched this year. Yeah,
I mean, I've heard great things about it. I shouldn't have dropped it. That was dumb of me.
The only problem,
so I'm excited to pick that up.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
The only problem I have with Great Pretender, there's no the. I watched a YouTube video where a guy was all mad that people are saying The Great Pretender. It's just Great Pretender. But the main problem I have with it is it tries to be so unpredictable that it becomes predictable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's like a scamming heist show, which
Yeah.
are all pretty predictable, you know.
yeah, I don't. How far are you? So I don't want to spoil really anything that
Oh,
goes
I'm like
on.
2 episodes in.
Okay, I won't really say a whole lot, but yeah, it's like a whole scam group or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, and things happen that the first time around you're like, wow, I can't believe that happened. But then the second time around you're like, okay, that happened last time and it's not what you think it is.
Mhm.
So it kind of loses its effect. But it's still a great show.
Yeah, I'm pumped to pick it up.
It's definitely worth the watch.
And I do
I've
like
watched
the
last-
animation and the style.
Yeah,
I think
it's a Wit Studio animation. It's way different than any Wit Studio thing I've seen before, but still pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My number 9 is Dorohedoro.
That is my number 8 actually.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of ours,
So, yeah.
a lot of our top 10s are going to be pretty similar to one another, I think. But Dorohedoro,
Oh yeah, I love Dorohedoro.
it got like one episode past where I am in the manga. I don't think I'll keep reading the manga because I like the anime better. It just is what it is, and it's not a popular enough manga that I think I'm gonna collect it or anything. But the first season was good. I liked how it had a bit more of a lighter
liked
tone.
it.
It had a more lighter tone than the manga does. Joked around a little bit more, or at least gives a more jokey vibe.
It was really funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I want to figure out why he has a lizard head. That's pretty much why I'm gonna keep watching it.
I also want to. I mean, I'm really excited for the next season because I think some crazy stuff's gonna go down because they captured Mikaido, and they claim she has time magic.
Yeah, that's
which is kind of crazy,
bro. Anything when anime addresses time, that's when you know shit is gonna hit the fan. There's never been.
What you know.
There's never been a person that controlled time that wasn't overpowered. Like, they're always super OP if you have anything to do with any power that manipulates time. I mean, look at JoJo's, for example. Everybody that manipulates time in there is the most powerful by a landslide.
Dude, I'm so... You know what I really like about that show?
What's that?
The villains. I think the villains are so fucking sick. The mushroom guy, the dude with the hammer, the ripped girl. I think they're hilarious. I just love the show in general. I just think it's a super cool concept. Like, they twist the magic and they use like the particles that they shoot out.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's your number 9 then? What do we got going for number 9 for you?
My number 9 is Akudama Drive. Easy as fuck to watch, and
super
it's action packed, and you can just.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's so good. You can just. It's not okay. It's not amazing, but like you can just throw it on and just watch the fights, enjoy the beautiful animation, and it's got some pretty interesting characters. I don't know. I like it.
I was disappointed when she cut her hair.
Yeah, bro, that was tough. No, she doesn't.
I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like all the shows that have come out this year that I'm actively watching week to week, the direction of it just doesn't. I don't know where it's going, and it just doesn't have the highest potential ever.
Oh yeah, Akudama Drive story sucks shit.
Yeah,
no cap. It's bad.
Like, I don't really know what's gonna. Well, I mean, obviously the point is to not know what's gonna happen, but I don't even know what direction it's gonna go because they don't really have any directions to go, other than to get that kid back. But
And then
Then
yeah,
what?
I just
It's just over.
yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. I watch it purely for like I also think the characters are pretty wacky and funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'll agree with
I
that.
don't know, like the doctor lady is cool, Cutthroat, like Courier. I think they're all interesting. I just think it's an easy, fun watch that I'm definitely gonna stay tuned in for.
Yeah, that one didn't make it on my top 10 or my honorable mentions. I'll say out of the ones I'm watching this, like that just aired this season or this last season, that's the one that I like the least, I think, between Akudama Drive, Moriarty the Patriot, and Noblesse. I'd say that's the one I like the least.
I like Noblesse the least out of those. I guess I mean Moriarty the Patriot and Akudama Drive are basically hand in hand right now for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see.
Every time I watch one of the new episodes, though, that kind of changes. I don't know. They're all
Yeah.
none of them are outstanding. None of them like blow your mind. But I'm gonna watch them. They're good enough to watch. Sometimes
Oh
good
yeah.
enough to watch is
Definitely.
good
Like
enough.
I get a little bit of escapism when you're doing homework. Just throw something on and watch it. Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
What do
We're
you?
on number 8 now, right?
Yeah.
My number 8 is Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh shit, dude.
Maybe I should have
can.
thrown Seven Deadly Sins at number 7 to make it more like make sense, so it would fit.
Yeah, I forgot about Seven Deadly Sins, but dude, the animation.
The
Oh,
animation blows wiener is
that's
bad.
another one I'm gonna finish over break. Seven Deadly Sins. It's so bad.
But
But
the
I
arcs,
like the story. I like
yeah, I know what you mean. The
the
story is
story's too
amazing,
good to not follow.
or
So
not really the
like
story,
I'm
but
gonna
just the characters.
finish
You're
it.
so invested in the characters.
Yeah, right. Characters are they're written so well, every single one of them. To be honest, it really doesn't have a weak character in the whole show.
No, and there's something happens. I'm not gonna spoil it. I don't. I'm just not gonna say anything about it because I don't know really. I think something's got to change with what happened. Something that went down. Uh,
At the end of season 3.
yeah. Someone.
Mm,
I won't say who, but someone dies that I would never have expected to
interesting.
die, and I feel like it can't be
Interesting.
true. I just feel
Probably
like it
isn't.
can't be true. It probably isn't.
Is the manga done for Seven Deadly Sins, or is it
Yeah,
still
I
being
think he's
released?
making. No, I'm pretty sure it's done, and the mangaka's making a sequel manga. That's in the same world, and I'm pretty sure
Oh,
is. I want to say it's like Bond's kid or something like
oh,
that. I know he's making.
interesting.
They're
That
coming out with a
actually
sequel manga.
that could be super interesting. Damn, might have to pick it up.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably. I mean, the Seven Deadly
Okay,
Sins anime is popular enough that it'll probably get an anime sooner or later.
I mean, shit. Are they gonna keep the same studio of season 3? They
Oh
can't.
God, I hope not.
I won't watch. Literally won't watch if they keep that studio. Like
That's
genuinely,
big
I will
oof.
not.
That's a big oof right there. Like they couldn't have done any worse, to be honest. That is the
Oh
worst
my God.
animation I've seen in all of anime.
Season 2 of fucking One Punch Man is amazing compared to season 3
Oh, it
of
blows it out
Seven
of the
Deadly
water.
Sins.
It literally
It's
blows
like
it
not
out of
even
the water.
close. But I do love Seven Deadly Sins. Bon and Escanor are my boys. No cap.
Every character in that show is just amazing.
Yeah, all of them.
Well, what's your number 8? What do you got going on?
My number 8 was Dorohedoro.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So 7, I have Fire Force.
Fire Force. That was gonna be on my honorable mentions, or it is on my honorable mentions, but I didn't say anything about it because I assumed that it was gonna be on your top 10.
Yeah, bro, that's only on your honorable mentions. Whack. I think Fire Force is solid.
Fire Force is really good. Now looking at my top 10, it could have probably made it on there, but I don't really know what kept it off. Probably just because I don't like Shinra's ability. I want Arthur to be the main character.
Yeah, that's fair. Arthur's a better character than Shinra.
I feel like Shinra's ability is just so underwhelming.
It is kind of underwhelming. I do like the lore of the world. That's
Oh, they had
honestly,
super cool lore.
I'm super interested in that, and I'm also very interested in like how many different fire powers can this mangaka come up with? Because that's kind of wild to me. How he
Yeah,
can just keep coming up with fire powers, like that's just wild.
it is. Well, some of them are super creative, and then some of them are super boring, like the cat girls. I've
Yeah,
I've noticed the farther we get into the show, the more creative he's getting because the powers of the people that you meet right away are pretty average.
yep.
They're pretty like not that cool.
No, yeah, he's definitely coming up with some very creative power systems. Or like powers. Honestly, my favorite power is the guy who can like forge like fire weapons, and he can like put that. Have you seen that where he can like enhance his body? I can't think of his name. The dude
Ogun?
of dreads.
Yeah.
What is it?
The guy that they were with in China?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Ogun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
his name.
Ogun's power is badass.
It was sick.
Dude, I'll tell you what though, when Shinra uses his Adola, that
It's
is
not that's
so
not
broken.
fair. That's not
That's
even
just
fair.
it's not fair at all. It's the most broken power.
That's so broken. But he has to be given grace or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah,
And if
he
he doesn't
does.
have that, he's pretty not that great.
You can just travel at the speed of light. Like, what the hell is that about? Like, I don't know.
He starts to like departicleize, teleports.
And then he goes back in time to when he wasn't departicleized. This is just crazy.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah. What do you got for your number 7?
My number 7 is Dr. Stone. I can't leave Dr. Stone off my list if I have every volume of Dr. Stone, right?
That is fair. I honestly left it off mine based on the first season. I was like, eh.
The thing is, the second season is going to be way better than the first season.
That is what I've
because
heard.
I do know what's coming up, and I will say it far exceeds the content of the first season.
Okay, good, because I'm not gonna lie, I was not one of those Dr. Stone hype beasts. I thought it was extremely average.
No, I mean, I even read the manga, and I still am not a Dr. Stone hype beast. I think it's a very average manga. I just read it at this point because I have 15 volumes of it, and I might as well keep going. It's good enough to keep reading, but it's not outstanding.
Oh, definitely. And I think the direction that it's going is good, and it has like he can make a bunch of content based on the direction he's headed with it.
Oh yeah.
So I think honestly, I bet you some of the best stuff is gonna happen at the end when what's his name? What's the main character's name?
Senku.
Yeah, Senku starts figuring stuff out about the green light and what actually went down.
Yeah,
The petrification.
The last volume that I read had a little something. You see the device or a miniature version of a device that makes people turn to stone, and it's pretty interesting looking. But there is. I'm wondering how far they're gonna go in this next season, because I hope they end it at the end of the Stone Wars, because if they go into the next like 2 or 3 volumes, those 2 or 3 volumes really suck. So that'd be like they'd peak like episode 16, and then
it would just be shit.
17 through 24 would just be mediocre.
Yeah. You think, because the first season was 24 episodes, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
So you think they're going to do a 24 episode second season then?
They could definitely make the I can't remember how far they got in the anime in the 24 episodes. You got everything with Byakuya going to space and coming back, right?
We got all that, and
Hyoga.
Senku finished creating the I think they finished creating the walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
The phones, yeah, whatever they're using. And then it ended, and they were getting ready to, start the war.
I think the Stone Wars could last about 12 episodes. They could stretch it out. but they could get it done in 12 episodes.
Okay. So then they probably will cover the slow one of the slow arcs.
Yeah, which
I'd
is
honestly rather
brutal.
them just cover both of the slow arcs, so then season 3 starts off on a high note.
Yeah, there's the thing is with the slow arc, I really just wish they would have done a time skip because that would have been a perfect spot to do a time skip.
Yeah.
Because things were just going so fast. They were creating so many new things, reviving so many new people, and just you have no concept of how much time this is taking. What would have been better had they just skipped 6 months or something and said, "This is what's happened."
Dude, maybe they'll do that. Maybe they'll do like an abridged time skip, or they just give like a brief voiceover of what they're doing. Just make it like an episode.
I would really enjoy that for the anime at least.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few things or important characters that are yet to be revived that I feel like might be might make sense to keep in, but it wouldn't be hurt if they just did a time skip.
Right. Damn, I kind of forgot about Dr. Stone. Definitely would have been it. Probably would have been in my honorable mentions, to be honest. I like that way more than that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah, it's just so average. I can't say anything else about it. It's just super average.
Right. The concept is cool, and yeah.
It's got the best art I've seen in any manga. I'll say that. It's got great art.
It does have really good art. The panels are beautiful.
Well, we can get off of Dr. Stone. What's your number? What was that? You already did 7, right? What's your number 6?
My number 6 is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh my god. I completely blanked out on Jujutsu Kaisen when I was writing
this. AK.
Oh
Jujutsu Kaisen is
doing?
So good. It's so fucking good. Okay, actually, it's pretty good. But I heard the manga gets a lot better. And I heard the manga is better than Demon Slayer's manga. So I actually have very high hopes for Jujutsu Kaisen.
You know, this is my outlook on Jujutsu Kaisen right now. It's really good. It's got so much hype around it, but it doesn't have that. Like, it's got almost. There's a lot of people hyping it up just as much as Demon Slayer was hyped up, but it doesn't have any of those Demon Slayer moments in it.
That is true. It does not have. Demon Slayer definitely hit harder throughout where Jujutsu Kaisen is right now.
Yeah, for sure. And I think partially, I want to say a lot of that, it's crazy because I didn't think I'd be ever a person that would bring this up, but I think a lot of it has to do with the sound, or like the soundtrack. Demon Slayer had an amazing soundtrack. Such a good soundtrack, and their sound went so well and made such a good impact on their and in addition to their animation.
Oh yeah.
And like I've said this before, Demon Slayer's story is relatable in a way because like you're not trying to save the world, you're just trying to save your sister. But the rest of the story really isn't that great.
No, it's pretty lackluster.
And it's the animation and the soundtrack that bring it to the next level. And I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen just isn't that way.
And I just think Demon Slayer does a better job at pulling on the heartstrings and having those very impactful moments. But like even those subtle moments where Tanjiro is like smelling a demon after he's killed him, and then there's that subtle like sad music playing in the background, and you get the background of the demon. That shit just hits so hard.
You just die inside. It's something else.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, when a certain character died in quotation marks, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
You just knew he wasn't.
Well, what did you expect? That's so you were like, it's got. I mean, that's basically the Attack on Titan kind of vibe to that death.
I mean, right. The deepest moment in the whole show came in the first episode when his grandpa died, and then he just like started tearing up.
Yeah.
And that still didn't even hit that hard because we didn't know anything about his grandpa.
You have no emotional attachment to his grandpa that you have seen for 1 minute and has said 2 lines, which is so weird because now that I think of it, Yu Yu Hakusho, the main character dies in the first episode, and that made me feel so sad. But that's because the people around him were so sad. I don't know. Jujutsu Kaisen just didn't hit on any of those things for me.
It doesn't. It's a very hype beast show as of right now.
It's got
which I can get behind because that is right up my fucking alley.
yeah, it's got that My
But-
Hero Academia hype beast kind of thing going on for it.
Yeah. I'd honestly like I like the first season of My Hero to the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen so far, which is saying a lot because but I think Jujutsu Kaisen is going to end up being better.
I think
Based on what I've heard.
Jujutsu Kaisen has so much potential. Has
Yep.
a lot of potential.
Very high ceiling. Very high
Super
ceiling.
high ceiling. Well,
What
shall
do
we
you got?
move on?
Do it.
Number 6, am I on? That would be
Yeah.
Made in Abyss.
Shit, I didn't even think about that one. That's a good one. That is a good one.
We gotta get together and watch that movie, my guy.
We do. We really do.
This winter break, we'll do that.
Yeah, well, we gotta watch it. I've heard that the movie is better than anything you see in the first season.
That's crazy because the end of the first season is whack. It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure Nux has like the villain of that like in his top 10 anime characters or something.
Really?
Yeah, or something like that. I don't know. I saw that somewhere. It was a long time ago, but yeah,
need to
he's
see it.
high. I know he really likes Made in Abyss, and he's very high on that anime. But
Yeah,
I
he
guess
is.
this
He's super
villain
high on
is
that.
like his favorite character in the whole show, and one of his favorite characters of all time.
Wow, that's crazy.
Which
I-
is saying a lot because I feel like he's kind of skeptical and has a very weird route with things.
He
And
has a super
I don't
weird
know.
route with a lot of things. A lot of his tastes are very oddball.
Interesting,
Uh-huh.
very oddball.
But that's what makes him so popular. I mean, look at him.
True, he's like the fucking king of like the Anitubers right now.
True. I don't know how much more content Made in Abyss has left to go, though.
Yeah, I think I want to say the manga's ended. I think it's done.
I think the manga is done, but I don't know how much left they have to adapt. I have no idea even how long the manga is, or how
Yeah.
much they've adapted, or I don't have really a whole lot of knowledge on that. All I know is that anime is good.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see the movie. I need to see another season. So
I think
they
it's
better
so
make another
goofy
season.
how anime is like doing like a seasonal first season, then they'll go to like a movie, then they'll go back to like a season
Yeah,
2.
what is up with that?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I seriously don't know. I don't understand. I'm not
Demon Slayer
really-
just like for some reason Demon Slayer made a movie and everyone's like, oh, wait, no, Made in Abyss movie came out before that.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know what the hell is going on, but I don't like it.
I don't know if I don't really like it either because that means you have to like
We can't see it anywhere.
right.
and
It really
we're in
hurts us in the U.S.
Oh, 100%. We can't see these anime movies anywhere. Like, I still haven't seen the My Hero Academia movie anywhere. Granted, I don't
Yeah.
know if that's canon or not, but Isaac,
don't think it
someone
is.
that's been on this podcast several times, says it's possibly like the
Amazing.
best part of all of My Hero.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it because it didn't air in anywhere near where I am. So
Yeah.
they should
It's-
stop
it's-
making anime movies and just
I mean, what if we watch the Made in Abyss movie though, and it just changes our minds? We're like, "Whoa, what the hell? This is amazing!" And then the Demon Slayer movie, that's gonna be fire.
oh,
What if it
that's we
sucks?
ever get to
What
see
if it's just utter trash? I'll cry. I'll be so sad.
I have managed to stay completely unspoiled on that.
Same. So
And-
have I.
I need to see it so I can like go through YouTube without being so cautious.
Dude, I'm getting Attack on Titan
Oh,
spoilers.
Up
And
the
I'm pissed.
wazoo, bro.
I'm so pissed. Well, that will probably be coming up on our
Stop
list. We can get to that later.
Posting,
But,
yeah.
oh, people, stop
manga
it.
readers, don't post stuff on YouTube about any manga if it's farther than where the anime is and put it in your thumbnail. Just don't!
Literally, like I'll
Gosh.
just pull up, like I'll just be looking through YouTube, and it'll be like Aaron just did something, like, and it just says it in the title, and I'm like, well, what the
Says
fuck?
in the title, has a picture of it of the manga in the thumbnail. Like, you gotta realize
Damn
the
it.
majority of the people are watching the anime, not reading the manga.
Like the anime is fantastic, and if an anime is fantastic, I won't read the manga because I like to stick to what I've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
So like, come on, guys, come on.
So
But
frustrating.
we'll get to talking about that later because then we can talk
That's
about the first
especially
episode
for
of this
Attack on
last.
Titan. Yeah, that'll be both.
So what do we
We're
got
on
here?
5, I think.
We are on 5. So I have Demon Slayer as my 5.
I also have Demon Slayer as my 5.
Ah, look at that. Look at that.
Wow,
Demon Slayer. Ooh, same page, man. Demon Slayer is very good. We already kind of went over that. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think it's a masterpiece. I don't know if it will ever become a masterpiece, but it's fire.
In terms of
It's
animation,
one of the
it's a
easiest watches.
masterpiece.
In terms of animation, it's a masterpiece. It's definitely top 5 of all time. Easy.
It's every normie anime watcher's favorite anime.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I totally can see why actually. If you're like a normie and haven't seen much.
Especially
like
it's I'd say it's probably, I want to say it's the best introductory anime ever.
I would agree and probably say that.
Pretty much, like, it has those emotional impacts. Zenitsu brings a light on some things, or like he's the person that'll make you chuckle here and there, and it doesn't have fan service. It doesn't. It's not going to turn people off that way.
And it's just the right combination of funny and very deep dark themes, and a lot of people I think would appreciate that.
Oh, 100%.
Because there is no way you can go through that first episode and just be like, "Oh, this is okay." Like, there's just no way.
It's
good.
I understand why every normie that watches has seen like 4 anime says it's the best thing ever. Like, I completely understand that.
Same, definitely. If that was in the first 4 anime that I watched, it would be my number 1 too.
When you become an intellectual and are exposed to more deeper things than well, unless you're Noah, then you're high on Food Wars, but
yeah, because I'm an intellectual and Food Wars is amazing.
That's the complete opposite side of the spectrum from Demon Slayer, where it's all fan service, and that'd be impossible.
But it's the best fan service.
It's so dumb. It's
the best.
I feel like you forgot to put that on your list, didn't you? You even put that.
I did forget to put it on my list. It would be number.
Probably number 1 for you. Number 2.
No, it'd be number 3.
Number 3. I know what your number 2 and 1 are. I think because they're probably the same exact thing as mine.
Because this last season of Food Wars was extremely alright. Probably the worst one so far.
Yeah, your take on Food Wars is you like it a little bit more than I do. It's good.
Season 3 of Food Wars, if I'm going based on pure enjoyment out of any anime I've ever seen, is in the top 3.
Really?
That season alone. Like, really? I literally was so invested and it brought me so much joy when I was watching it. Like, I just loved it.
Oh my goodness. You like Food Wars more than you like JoJo's, right?
No, I don't.
I was going to say, I can get behind that because I like Food Wars more than I like JoJo's.
I think JoJo's is my second favorite anime. Actually, honestly, JoJo's might be... Because One Piece is my favorite.
Bro, you're on something.
One Piece is my favorite manga of all time. My favorite overall story is One Piece. But if we're going pure anime and like my favorite, yeah, Food Wars and JoJo's are up there. Like 1, 2, 2, 3, maybe. Like, to be honest with you,
bro,
Mob Psycho's up there. Attack on Titan is up there. I don't know, man. That's just personally, I love Food Wars. It brought me so much enjoyment. My own personal taste.
You really on something out here. You really on something.
I don't know, man. Food Wars is gas, but it's better than Demon Slayer. That's just facts.
I don't think I'd go with that. I don't think I can endorse that.
Demon Slayer is good, though.
Demon Slayer is
good.
Well, why don't we take a look at number 4 then? For me, my number 4 is Vinland Saga.
Oh, that hurts. That's at 4 for you, man. Come on now.
Well, We already know what my number 3 is. My number 3 is A Great Pretender. And number
Yeah.
2 and 1, I would hope for you, are quite obvious.
You did not like The Great Pretender more than Vinland Saga. That is cap.
You're probably right. Those two need to be switched.
Like, bro, Vinland
Quick
Saga.
tilt here. My number 4 is Great Pretender. My number
There
3
we
is
go.
Vinland Saga. How's that for you?
I like that. I do like that. That's better. Vinland Saga is a masterpiece in itself, and that was just the prologue. I am so excited for what it's gonna start. Oh man, Vinland Saga is so good, dude. Oh my fucking god.
Vinland Saga is another one of those shows that I have managed to stay completely unspoiled to what happens in the
Same.
future.
Dude,
And I
I
wanted
was
to
so
stay
invested.
that way.
Dude, every time Askeladd is on screen, I nut. He's such
Well,
a
he's
good
not gonna
character.
be on screen anymore, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, maybe
Fuck.
maybe some flashbacks, but
Yeah. Dude, that was the best anime of 2019. I don't care what anyone says. Like a standalone season.
much better than Demon Slayer, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
Vinland Saga somehow went completely under the radar because of all the hype around Demon Slayer.
Vinland Saga is way better than Demon Slayer.
Oh, by a landslide.
Yeah, it's like in a different league. Because like Vinland Saga, really, if they keep putting together stuff like they did the first season, it is going to be in the best. Like it's going to be in the running for best anime of all time, in my opinion.
That's very true.
Because the manga is like so renowned. It's in everyone's top 5 manga. Every single person I've seen.
Every single person that's read it, at least.
Yeah, I love this. I mean, I wish it was a little higher, but whatever.
A little higher on my list.
Yeah. It's a little higher for me, but it was honestly Vinland Saga was bouncing around on being 1, but then I was like, I can't.
You can't, because we all know what number 1 is, but
yeah.
What's your number 4 then?
Promise Neverland.
You Promise Neverland is your number 4?
Okay, well, also the thing is, I kind of messed up here, and fuck, I might have to redo my list, but because so I have
Quick
Mob
tilt,
Psycho
I got it.
season 2 in mind because it came out in 2019, but it's not coming out anymore, so that probably shouldn't be on my list.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's been confirmed that there's another season coming out, but they have enough content to make another season, I think.
So I'm going here. I'm gonna flip this up here. I'm gonna just put Mob Psycho at 4 then, season 2, because that came out in 2019.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you watch anime and you haven't watched Mob Psycho, you're living under a rock.
Yeah, season 2 of Mob Psycho is one of the best anime seasons ever
of all time. Yep.
Hands down. We're all in agreement. I think everyone's in agreement with that. If you watch season 2 of Mob Psycho and didn't like it, you are actually a sociopath. You're just messed up in the head.
Yes, there are both physical and mental problems with you if you do not like Mob Psycho.
Season 2 of Mob Psycho is as close as you're gonna come to a perfect anime season.
Oh, 100%.
I don't have a single gripe with it. Like there's not one episode that I didn't like. There's not one moment in the whole entire season 2 where I was like, that could have been done different. It's just perfect. It's a masterpiece.
Utter perfection.
Yeah.
The author of Mob Psycho and One Punch Man is on something. He's got to be on something.
Oh, because he has the most, like, his style of writing is the most differentiated between like any other mangaka because it's so different and fresh. It's like its own genre.
It's because what he does is like every other manga is pretty much your characters they can be super strong and they might be the strongest, but they're still fighting to be the strongest is basically the premise of most of these shows, whether it be shonen or seinen. No matter how you look at it, usually they're trying to fight to become stronger.
Right.
But in the case of Mob Psycho and One Punch Man, they're already the strongest, and they hate their life. And they just want to be normal. Well, Mob just wants to be a normal kid.
Right, and I think what that style of writing does so well is it takes out a lot of that I just want to fight people, I just want to get stronger, and it just eliminates that so then you can put in so
It,
many
yeah,
different aspects of a story that most people miss out on and most manga don't have.
you can give your characters actual character traits
Right.
instead of making their character trait that they want to be the strongest.
It gives like
It gives a
in
whole
such a
nother level of depth.
it does, and it makes the characters so much more relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Because like every character in like Mob Psycho is like relatable. And you're
Mm-hmm.
like, wow. Like, it's just sorry. Mob Psycho rants shouldn't even be on my list because it's probably done, but I'm glad it was because we got to talk about it.
True. I'll always take an excuse to talk about Mob Psycho. It just is what it is.
So then
Then,
yeah, take away with your three.
well, my 3 was The Great Pretender.
Okay, so then my three.
Switched it to Vinland Saga, which we
Yeah.
already talked about.
Right. So then the Promised Neverland is my three.
Promise Neverland
And then
is my number
Vinland
2.
Saga is going to be my two. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can talk about Promised Neverland.
I don't know what to think about this next season. It's number 2 on my list because like I'm gonna watch it.
Yep.
There's nothing that they could say that's gonna make me not watch the next season or
Mhm.
continue to watch it just because of the perfection of the perfection of the first season.
One of the best first seasons in any anime is The Promised Neverland. Honestly.
Unfortunately, I've heard that the first season is the best by a landslide.
Yeah.
Is the best part of the manga.
Okay, but that honestly, like, it makes sense. That first season was so good.
Was bonkers.
Unbelievable.
But
so yeah, it's fire.
I'm gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. Every sane person that watches anime is gonna watch it.
Right, because it's just gas. And the thing is, I have actually read the next arc. I have read the next arc in the manga, and yeah, it's not as good. Is it still good? Yeah. It's great. So saying like people, I don't know.
The thing is,
just because a show doesn't go upwards the whole time doesn't mean it's not going to be fire.
You can't go up from that peak. You can't.
Because I don't think it's going to fall off the cliff as much as Death Note season 2.
No, but that's the tough thing about great anime is when they peak so early, people will get mad about that because then like, well, what's the finale? Like, why is it peaking at the beginning of the anime? Well, you gotta have something to get them interested.
Right, and like just because I don't know, I think it's still going to be great. I did really like the next arc. Nothing's going to be as good as the first arc because it was pretty fucking close to perfect, but like it starts to introduce the world and I thought it was really interesting. It got me thinking about a lot of different things. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. Is it supposed to come out in January, I think?
Yeah, I think it's coming out like beginning of January, so pretty soon here.
I'll watch it. We'll probably you'll probably hear updates on it over after it starts. Well, not really updates, but we'll mumble about it.
Oh yeah, we'll get in our little rants in the middle and at the end. We'll bring it up. And our number 1, AK.
Yeah,
they're the same.
I mean, it's Attack on Titan. Who's not watching Attack on Titan right now?
What are you doing if you're not watching Attack on Titan right now? Like season 3 of Attack on Titan. So good. Dude, Attack on Titan's fucking just so fire.
It's gonna be my number 1 anime. As long as they don't fuck it up. And
is it gonna be your number 1? It up. Okay, but if the anime fucks it up and the manga ends well, it's still gonna be your number 1 story. But the animes just might fuck it up.
Well, I think One Piece is my number 1 story.
Let's go! It's already your number 1 story?
Well,
yeah.
I don't like nothing can really compete to that. Well, I don't know what happens in like the finale of Attack on Titan, so I can't say that right now. It has the potential.
Definitely.
The only thing I've been spoiled to pretty much one thing in Attack on Titan for the future, and
Yeah, I've got a couple things
I
spoiled as well.
I don't know. Well, I have like some thoughts that kind of might have been spoiled, but I'm not sure. I won't say what the spoiler is, because that would spoil you guys, right? Who you'd hate me, although I've spoiled things before.
Yeah, but the spoilers we've done before is stuff that has been out for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if it's like more than 5 years old, like, come on now.
Yeah, it has
But
the potential. What do you think of the new animation? What do you think of that?
I like it. I really have no gripes. I think the CGI is very good.
I think
Like it's
honestly, the CGI was almost the best. I'd say it was the best part of the animation, except for the Jaw Titan's hair. That was bad.
yeah, that was bad. Armor Titan they did really well, but that first episode hit, bro. It got me thinking about everything. Oh,
Dude,
dude, AK, when you brought up
it's so
the
the thing where Falco is talking about flying through the sky with
yes,
the fucking swords.
yes,
Oh my
I did not,
god! I did not the first
dude, I didn't
like I
pick up
told
on
you.
that.
I watched yeah, I didn't I watched it like I watched it on my phone the first time because for some reason it wasn't working on either website or it wasn't working on Funimation, Crunchyroll,
Yeah,
or my Xbox, so I pulled it up on my phone and watched it. And the first time
dude.
he said, like, the first time I watched it, and he said, like, after he got hit on the head, that, oh, I thought I was flying through the air with swords killing titans. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what's this kid on? Like, what are you talking about? And I just brushed it off and didn't think anything about it again. And
dude, I
then
think.
I watched it
Oh,
again on my or like streaming it on my Xbox. And then when he said that, I'm like, wait, that's what ODM gear is.
yeah, that's
He
crazy,
shouldn't know what ODM gear is.
dude. This next season's gonna be unbelievably. I'm so excited, dude. When they started like so literally me and Eli were watching it and when the plane or the blimp was flying over and there was all those people like in there, me and Eli just looked at each other and they're like they're really about to drop some titans on the city. That's savage as hell.
I
Oh
didn't
my
know that
god.
Eli watched it.
Yeah, Eli's big into Attack on Titan. It's one of his favorites.
I mean, as it should be.
Yeah, I
Fucking
don't know how
crazy.
I don't know how you can watch Attack on Titan and be like, not in my top 10.
It's every season is so fresh from previous season.
Yeah.
If it had stayed in the state where all they were doing was killing titans like they were trying to do in season 1,
Mhm.
if they had not taken that different approach in season 2 where was season 2 was that with Kenny or was that season 3?
Season
Season 3
no,
part 1 is that's with Kenny. What was season
yeah,
2?
yeah. Season 2 was season 2
2 is where 2 is where they revealed the beast and the not the beast, the fucking what the hell are the colossal and the armored.
yeah, Reiner and
Yeah, and you met the beast titan and then my mind
yeah,
exploded all over the place.
yeah, and uh,
And then
dude, season
like
every
season's
season's
fresh.
so good.
Every season's
Dude,
so
I have
good.
to watch season 2 again. Why am I forgetting about this shit?
You remember they get stuck in that castle and then
Yeah.
the beast titan is like makes a bunch of titans out of Connie's village.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's what season 2 is.
Yeah, no, that is right. And they season 2 is when they figure out that humans are the Titans.
Yeah, you should just watch the Chronicles movie. It's
I'm
on
gonna watch the
Funimation.
Chronicles movie.
If you
Yeah.
have not seen any of Attack on Titan, the Chronicles movie would be the most confusing thing ever because
Do not watch the Chronicles movie. That's what I've heard. If you haven't
it's
like seen any of it.
it literally just strings together the most epic and most important parts just to like the best thing it is a refresher. That's all it is.
Yeah, dude. Eli's doing some deep diving into theories and stuff on Attack on Titan. He is like in the shits. He knows everything right now. Like he's telling me things that I forgot about. I'm like, damn, Eli, you're in the grind.
Have you told him about the time loop theory.
I did tell him to watch it, and I gave him an abridged version of it, and he was like, "Holy shit, that's nuts!" I'm
That
like, "Yeah,
it's crazy because it's
that
so
might come."
100% could be real.
Yeah, that one might come true actually. With the stuff like that they're laying out too, with the memories and shit, bro.
It's possible. It's possible.
It is.
It's
It is
possible.
possible.
I have no words to describe how crazy that this could end up.
I just think no matter how it ends, it's gonna be unbelievable. It's gonna be wild.
Speaking of the ending, 16 episodes is what we got for this season, I have heard.
Scary.
And back to what you were saying about anime movies. So, they have said, like, it says in the title screen or at the beginning of the OP, the final season. So,
Yeah.
it's I've heard that it's unlikely they will split it into part 1 and part 2. But I've also heard that it's might be likely that they make 1 or 2 movies that wrap it up.
I would be cool with that. I would actually be cool with that. Because I would rather them do that than rush the 16 episodes and botch the ending.
Well, the thing is, if it's not done in 4 months, like it's a monthly anime, so that would mean it has to finish in one of these next 4 chapters because they are releasing an episode every week, and that leaves 4 months of episodes. So if it's not done in the next 4 months, which is probably likely it won't be, then
we're gonna get a movie.
They're either gonna pull a Full Metal Alchemist anime original ending, which would literally make the world implode upon itself.
I couldn't even imagine. Oh my gosh.
Or we just gotta wait for the final season part 2 announcement.
Dude, Mappa would get boycotted and no one would ever watch them again if
they did an anime original ending. Oh, it would ruin them. It would absolutely ruin them.
This is one of the biggest stories in the history of, manga and anime. One of the biggest ones. And it's been going on for so long, and they take such good care of the anime. They do such a good job with the anime. They have to end it right, man. They have to.
Do you think that they're gonna continuously always use CGI for the Titans? Because they didn't use CGI for the Titans in the commercial.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I was also looking at the commercial and noticed that at least for the very first scene, when Falco was laying on the ground, they had a way more detailed picture of him in the commercial of the same shot. They could have just reused that shot. And they redrew it and it looked worse. You know what I will say? I think that their eyes animation is still good. It's not on Wit's level. Oh, no.
But that girl who threw the grenades, I thought her eyes were very detailed, and I remember when she was on screen, I was like, okay, this animation is pretty baller.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, even with Wit, you look at their eyes when it's not a super impactful moment, and they don't have the super detailed eyes. But when it's more of like a close up on someone, that's when you'll notice the eyes look real. Are intense and insane,
and they're just glistening, and Wit does an amazing job. I think Mappa's still gonna
do a good job.
It went from a 10 out of 10 animation to a 9, so it is what it is. I'll take it.
I give it a solid 8, I think, in animation.
Yeah, solid 8. I would too.
It's not the most outstanding thing I've ever seen in my life, but it's good.
Right.
It's got 7 Deadly Sins beat, and that was on my list of things I'm still gonna watch.
Definitely, but you really don't go uphill from Wit.
You can't. So, it's impossible to do better than what Wit was giving us.
It really, bro, Attack on Titan has some of the best animation, and then they take over Vinland Saga. Let's go.
Is that next season coming out next year? as well.
Oh, that is a fucking great question. Let me look it up.
I want to say it is.
Vinland Saga Season 2 release date officially confirmed for. Oh, it just says 2021.
Yeah, which at this point nobody knows when shit actually comes out anymore.
Yeah, that's sad. I want a nice schedule.
Yeah, get this corona out of the world so we can have a set schedule on anime again. It's all I want in life.
Guys, 2021 is already going to be better than 2020. You know how I know this? Because start of the year we get chapter 1000 of One Piece and Oda said he's going to drop a bomb on our head and break the internet. So, let's go, baby.
Just think,
Everyone catch up on One Piece.
this whole coronavirus all started because a kid fell into a gorilla pen in the Cincinnati Zoo.
Ah, God, for real. Harambe, why'd you got to do this to us?
Harambe's just smiting us from the heavens.
Yeah, he is. He easily started this thing. Harambe, we miss you. I'm sorry. Wasn't your fault. Oh my god, bro. I'm so pumped. Oh, I need more episodes of Attack on Titan. I want to see the next one.
This Sunday, I mean, we'll see.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Well, we've both.
Any other big news in the anime community?
I do not think so. Not to my knowledge.
Well, should we wrap up episode 21?
I suppose we've gone through it all.
Gone through it all. If we forgot anything, let us know. Join the Discord. Join the Discord, guys.
Yeah, we should say that at the beginning of the episode, so people
we should start
make it. Like they actually hear that. I'll put the link in this in the thingy again in the description. That's what it's called.
Yeah, we'll start mentioning it. And actually, we're gonna have a lot more content coming out. We might start doing 2 episodes a week. Coming out that we've mentioned it in previous videos.
Yep.
We're bringing out that One Piece content, and then if you guys like it, we get views. We might do some other anime too, weekly apart from just our normal overarching conversation, tier list, rankings. So yeah.
Yep. All right. See you guys later.
Take it easy, guys.